So we are rolling. Hello, it's Heat Boy, and this is going to be the next video in the New Genesis movement, which if you haven't seen the video explaining what that is, go check it out. I'll have a link in the description below. Well, Sonic 06, everyone. You either love it slightly more than others, or you hate it infinitely more than others. So yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 is basically, whether you want to blame it on the game itself, on the developers, or on the fans, it's without a doubt known that that's most definitely the spot where the series began to branch downward a bit. Why is that? Well, in my opinion, at the very least, probably not just my opinion, but probably, facts. Sega ever since the failure that was Sonic 06, has tried to avoid everything involving Sonic 06, which unfortunately means avoiding actually a lot of story elements, and the adventure format, which was introduced in Sonic Adventure, has basically been scrapped entirely. And basically ever since then, yeah, Sonic games have gone downhill. There have been the few occasional gems, Sonic Colors, Sonic Colors to an extent when it first came out, Sonic Generations, mainly due to nostalgia, not so much because of the story, Sonic Unleashed, because of the story, despite its unfavorable first viewing. It's, people are realizing maybe we treated it too harshly. And now, yeah, let's just say, yeah, Sonic 06 can be considered the root of where it all started. Because whether it's the fans hating on it and not willing to acknowledge all the good concepts and ideas that were in this game, as well as some of the good things about this game, and just focusing and hating on all the bad stuff, or whether you want to blame the developers for listening to only the extreme haters, and not listening to both the positives and the negatives, and learning from it and just avoiding it altogether. Yeah. So, unfortunately, I'm not a coder. I am not a game developer. I am not like the people that are making all the fan projects. So, unfortunately, I can't fix the gameplay, because we can agree that that was unfinished, if not most part of the story. However, there's something else I can fix. We all know what that is. The story. It's the story, in case you were wondering. So, let's get started. So, the story is the most infamous part of it. Yeah. So, when you talk about the story, you're probably gonna hear a lot of stuff. From, it had some good ideas and concepts, just not very good execution, to, oh my god, the story just belongs in the pits of, HE double hockey sticks. Then basically foaming at the mouth, trying to, desecrate it. And honestly, we all know who signed him on. Like, yeah, there were very good concepts and ideas that could have actually been a very beneficial thing if they were better executed. Unfortunately, that was not the case. For better or for worse. And to be fair, it wasn't really the developer's fault, because this game was rushed out. Let's be real here. It's not really the developer's fault, because Sega rushed it due to the Sonic Anniversary. They didn't wait to eliminate all the flaws in this game. They just, sent it out there. One of the big reasons why, Sonic 06 failed. Unfortunately, that also means the story is quite lacking. However, that's what I'm here for. Now I'm going to fix the story. Ahem. Yeah, I'm dead broke, so I can't really do that much. Like I really am just a novice YouTuber, aren't I? Just holding up a flashcard to tell you that there are massive spoilers for both the original story of the game and just in general ahead. But yeah. So on to the first problem. One of the biggest things that this game was hated for was the story with one of the new characters it introduced. That being Princess Elise. Now, I will admit that, yeah, this was kind of a. This was messed up. Basically, you're gonna have to look it up yourself. I'm not gonna say it out loud. I'm not even gonna say it out loud. Just look it up yourself. So I guess even this has it. There's some spoilers ahead, all right, not entire spoilers, but just the things I can find myself having the dignity to talk about. So yeah, those that know Princess Elise know that she had a very, very controversial storyline in the game. That and the fact that she and Sonic, she's basically Sonic's story in the game, because there are 3 different stories: one for Sonic, one for Shadow, one for Silver the Hedgehog, who is also introduced in this. They all go in there. And the other 2 stories are pretty good. I don't see that much to change in them, except maybe a few things that I will get to later. But Sonic's story is basically where it all has to, where most of the bad stuff is. Number 1, it always revolves around saving Princess Elise from Eggman. She gets kidnapped the whole 5 times. Basically, yeah, consider her a rip-off version of Princess Peach. Yeah, that's just annoying. On top of that, yeah, it really doesn't. Number 2, it really, really doesn't tie into Shadow and Silver, save for when they actually are on screen. Otherwise, it's pretty much, it sucks. Like, Sonic doesn't question what happened in the future. Sonic doesn't question who the main villain is. Sonic doesn't really question why Silver's attacking him. Okay, it's just a mess, all right. I don't want to describe it. I don't want to describe it. For better or for worse, I don't want to describe it. Please don't make me. Okay. So here's how we're gonna fix this. Here's how we're gonna fix this game story. We're gonna add in stuff that should have been in there from the get-go. We're gonna take out stuff that is just dumb, because there's still some stupid stuff in this game. And then we're gonna fix up how the characters react. That's kind of important. So, the game would probably have to start off with, honestly, the only solution I can think of is immediately adding in from the start. It would be adding in Blaze. No, not Blaze. Yeah, it would be adding in Blaze the cat. She's already in this game, but very underutilized despite a bunch of stuff. And I'm gonna add in another character that has not been in the games, Princess Sally Acorn. Now, those of you who have read the RG comics or watched Sonic the Hedgehog the animated series, sad AM, what can I say? These two are gonna, these two when introduced from the start, Blaze getting a bigger story and Sally just in general is probably gonna fix a lot of the problems people are gonna have with this game. One, Sally is probably one of the only. Sally is probably one of the only genuine Sonic love interest that isn't weird, that actually works, that everyone can accept generally. And Blaze because why not? So obviously I would start it off with the festival, but instead of just it being a celebration of whatever they were celebrating, yeah, I'm not gonna get that much into what the original. I'm just gonna actually tell you how to fix this story and what the story should be. If any of you want to ask me to help you write a script so you can rebuild this game from the ground up, that would be helpful. I would really want to do that, because I can only do so much, but alas, I cannot animate or anything really for the love of God. I suck at that. But anyways, so I would start it off with basically Elise's. I would keep Elise, because honestly, I would keep Elise, but maybe for Silver, only for that. I wouldn't have her rely so much on Sonic's story, but a lot on Silver's story, because they actually have a genuine connection. Basically, I'd have them. It'd actually make a lot more sense. I'd have them going to. I'd have Sally and Blaze heading to Soliana, basically just to, talk it up and ask for basically just, diplomacy. I'm just gonna say it, diplomacy, just because Soliana, apparently, let's have it so that Soliana was just found and discovered. Have it they recently just appeared on the radar of the world in general, and Sally and Blaze were sent basically just to for diplomacy. Have them on the parade float with basically as a welcoming parade, and everything would probably continue as normal, basically to serve as an explanation for Soliana, because that actually kind of fits. And then have Eggman crash in as usual. However, instead of him going after, the whole flames of the disaster, just have him in for, the literal Chaos Emerald that Elise has around her neck. That's just, that makes more sense. Than just, honestly, I would probably have that better, because, we all know that Eggman probably wouldn't have known about the flames of disaster, because, he'd probably find out about it later, but, just have him go up there to the Chaos Emerald first, alright? It would make more sense. Now, have Eggman, basically be the adventure Eggman, not the weird, generic Bond villain Eggman that we get in the game. Have him basically be, have him be a little, let him be threatening, but also show, the guy's still human and that he has a massive ego. Basically, just have him get the robots to, make a set of stairs that he can walk down from his, the thing he floats around in. Have him trip a bit, and then have him just yell at the robots and probably punch one aside before walking up to Elise. That would probably work better. Then have Sonic come in as usual. Have him beat up Eggman. Have him with, even better, have Tails and Knuckles with him in the first place, because that just makes sense more in general. And they get into the tornado, and that's how they escape. Basically, that's how they escape. So, Sonic gets Sally, and they run, while Elise and Blaze are taken in the tornado with Tails and Knuckles. we'll actually just have. Actually, it would probably be better to have just have. Uh, yeah, actually, Sally with Sonic, uh, Elise with Tails, and Knuckles with Blaze. Why? Because it just fits. Uh, I just, you can see it fitting, right? Like honestly, it just have them, just have it be like that. They then meet up later. However, instead of having Eggman immediately, you know, re-kidnap them, instead have it like, you know, have them trying to figure out what Eggman, how did Eggman get there and what he's doing and why he wants the Chaos Emerald. That would probably be a lot more beneficial to the story in general. What else? Yes. Actually, hold up. I have to get lunch soon. I have to eat lunch soon. But anyways. Yeah. So, have them, like, meet up in the castle, you know. Have the city, like, panicking, like, who Eggman is. Have it, even better, have like a gun command, have like the gun, an official of gun appear there, basically just like to as added protection, because it makes sense, and to introduce them in, because that would easily, you know, introduce Shadow in as well easily. Actually, yeah, just have them talk about Eggman for a bit, introduce Sonic more, introduce their relationship with Sally, and how he knows Blaze from the Sonic Rush games. That would be much better. And what else? What else? Oh yeah. Probably have the gun commander just be like, hey, don't worry. Just so you know, we have all this under control. We're gonna find Eggman and we're gonna bring him down. You all just sit there tight. We already have an operative on it. And we all know that, you know, that would probably hint at we would probably then cut into Shadow's story. Because, like, why keep them all separate? Like, just keep them all in the same story. So anyways, it then cuts to Shadow, who is, you know, going in and, you know, basically the same as normal. And, yeah, just the same as normal until the Scepter of Darkness. Instead of having, like, actually just not have the Scepter of Darkness break until Shadow and Rouge somehow escape and actually get to the city. That would probably make a lot more sense. Have them get to the city first with help from, what else? Like, with help from Gun, just in general. Like that, not having them actually aid Shadow and Rouge by escaping made it just stupid. As well as the fact that, you know, it would probably make a lot more sense for Mephiles to have a lot more impact if he was released somehow in the city. That would actually be even better, because, like, have him still send Shadow and Rouge to the past, but have it in the city so that everyone's just like, who was that guy? What's happening? And then have him, and then, you know, that would lead him into, him trying to. That would probably be best, and have Mephiles just like escape and just like from the castle and just like be running around, and that sets up a lot more stuff. It makes a lot more sense. So how would I do it? Just have them make it to the city. Have the gun commander get it back to the gun commander, and then have Shadow and Rouge walking in, holding the Scepter of Darkness, just like, ayo. So Eggman was studying this, and we have no idea what it is. But whatever it is, it sounds bad. So basically, just like have it like that, and then have the gun commander just like, looking at it interestingly, and just like, sitting aside while also, congratulating Shadow and Rouge. Have them be explained who they are by Sonic and the gun commander, because this is still going to be in the same scene as before we went to Shadow. And that would actually make a lot more sense. Like, then all of a sudden have, like, yeah, actually just have Eggman try and attack again, only he'll, actually be, like, have him, like, try to ensure it, have him try to reclaim the scepter, but have him act scared, like he's worried about what that's, have him act worried, because, and instead have him, like, have him acting like really, like, really scared and desperate. Have him be like, please give that to me, you have no idea what's gonna happen if you don't give that to me. Have Sonic be skeptical, actually just have it like where, the gun commander gets a little reckless and tries to, just tries to shoot at Eggman, but of course that also, however, like, basically have like a little scuffle between them that results in them knocking into Rouge, which results in the scepter being dropped and breaking again, and then have Mephiles appear and have Eggman be freaking out, have him be freaking out, just like, oh, but this time have Mephiles keep him from leaving, basically just like, so you're the idiot that had me and that didn't immediately free me from that scepter. You should have freed me from that scepter when you had the chance. Basically have it like that, and then have, actually, yeah, that would actually be a really good thing. Then have him send Shadow and Rouge to the future as expected and normal. Have everyone wondering what just happened, how he knows Shadow, and what in the name of God is going on. Have him look at Elise with interest, but before he can do anything, like, have everyone try and gang up on him and ask him what he had done to Shadow, and at that moment have him just chuckle a little before, disappearing and getting out through merging with their shadows before just escaping. Like, that would be a smart idea. And it would also make him like a credible threat to Eggman, as now Eggman is kind of arrested there, but like, at the same time, he's just like, alright, how about this, a truce? I'll help you find this dude. I'll help you deal with him, but please don't throw me in prison. Like, don't you dare throw me in prison. I'm desperate. That guy is bad news, even for all of us. So then basically have him working, like, to figure out what's going on with the archive, and, like, what's going on, who this Mephiles is, and also, just have it all going crazy in general, and that is what prompts Sonic and the gang to venture out into the city. That would actually be a better explanation for why they're in the hub world. Have them be searching for clues to find where Mephiles is going, and also, they have some side missions along the way, have the city, like, both freaked out about Eggman's attack, but also freaked out because of the weird shadow that just emerged from the castle. Take out the stupid guard thing and make it more accessible, make the stages more accessible, and without, like, just making it so you can just yeet yourself into the stages. Instead of have it so, like, the stages are all there, but, like, have it so, like, you have to stay in the hub world to figure out which one is the best one to go to, with Tails just being like, okay, this all seems a little bit dangerous, we should probably search for a specific one so we don't waste our time. So then they'll go around, search for a little bit, and actually right after they leave the castle, have Silver watching from a little bit far away, and have him be like, I found it, the Iblis trigger. Basically that is normal. And then cut to Silver's campaign and have it be like, and have it be like a, describe how far away in the future it is, and then just cut to him fighting Iblis. This time alone, because Blaze isn't in there, and have him barely win, but when Iblis then tries to sneak attack him, have Mephiles step in as well. Then have him describe, what. Then have him do the same thing with Sonic, with describing Sonic's the Iblis trigger, and this time lay down some rules. This time have him not outright say time travel, but have it like make it so that way he knows what Silver's special power is, and tell him that, and tell him it's impossible. Only someone that has a special level of knowledge of Chaos Emeralds can use this ancient technique to time travel. That's the only way you can ignore that. But anyways, yeah. Anyways, have it so that that's what happens with Mephiles, and have him more manipulate Silver into seeing time travel as the solution, which would make him even more devious, because he's actually manipulating Silver instead of outright telling him what to do. Have him act a little bit less freaky, and instead have him be build up a sort of connection. Have him teach Silver how to time travel, and which would explain to him the rules of time travel. That would actually be a better way. And also make Mephiles more mysterious, because because then it would only make sense that that would only make more sense that he's an entity of space and time, because how else would he have such out of nowhere knowledge of time travel? So then Silver goes to the future, and yeah, he marvels at everything. He goes to the city. He helps out some people asking around, and then he sees Sonic, and he's like, ooh, the Iblis trigger. However, he then also sees Elise. Yeah, that's also when he first sees Elise, and Elise sees him, and then he's like, ooh, and then when Elise appears to see him, and she's like, is that him? And which would add some more suspicion, and actually not have her outright think Sonic immediately is Silver, because Sonic's entirely different. Have her be a little bit more you look familiar, have it be like that. What else? Then have her just shake it off as Silver kind of just disappears, and with everyone what are you looking at? And then just go on as normal. With the hub world. It would probably and then when they finally find enough clue, then when they finally are just hey, it appears that Mephiles is have it be there's a strange shadow trail, this weird thing involving shadows, and have them look through it and then just head there, and then have them basically go have it that they head to Eggman's old base first for clues. After that, when they discover that, hey, Mephiles appears to have strange knowledge of Soliana. And that would actually mess up the hub world thing I was talking about earlier. So just have the hub world be there, but don't have it don't force them to stay in it for a few minutes. Instead, have it be have it so Elite, have it Sally and Elise asking them to learn a little bit more about Soliana and explore a little. Have it be like that. And have it be like that, and have it less making it necessary to go through the stages, but more learning about this new unique place. Because that would make you feel more intrigued to explore, like because it would make it and it would make it less tedious because you'd actually have a choice. And what else? What else? Yeah, so basically have them decide the best place to go is Eggman's old base where Shadow went. And have them go there, have them discover the old freaky time machine, and then have them walk into Mephiles just like stumbling around with stuff, and have him then then have Silver appear, have Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and have Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails be like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And yeah, and have them listen in. Actually, have them listen in for a little, but then when they hear then when then it would be when Mephiles leaves, right before Mephiles leaves, she's like, also, there's also beware, they're nearby, they're coming for us. Have it be like, oh shoot, they're trying to hunt him. Have it basically be like Mephiles is manipulating Silver and think, oh shoot, they found him, and then basically have it like him find Sonic and Tails and Knuckles and have him be like free and have him try to kill Sonic before and have a brief boss fight there without much of the telekinesis. Instead have him be instead showcase his telekinesis powers and how he can hover and fly and stuff. And have a similar scene to Sonic Adventure 2 where he zips past Sonic seemingly faster, but not because of something inherently the speed alone, just have it be like his telekinesis or like Sonic Shadow's rocket boots and stuff. At the same time, have the boss fight a little bit easier. Don't have Silver rely on holding you in place so much, and also make it so that it's not Sonic at first. Have it be something like Sonic. Have it be like you play Knuckles and Tails. Actually, have Tails be working on something have it be like they're trying. Have it be like then Tails is hacking into something to try and find more info on what's going on, and then have it be like Knuckles and Sonic are fighting Silver while that's happening. When Silver's beaten by Knuckles, have him freak out and try to escape through time, and have him actually, yeah, it would make sense. Have him try to escape through time no, I don't have him. Yeah, sorry, I just forgot. So have him try to toss something at Sonic. Sonic dodges it, but it accidentally hits the console Tails was working on, and that's what accidentally activates the time machine. Because Silver, for some reason, set down his in the scene with he's talking with Mephiles, have Mephiles tell him, hey, you still got your Chaos Emerald, and have him pull it, and have him go hey, and have him pull it out for proof, and then ask him to give it to him, and he places it there for safekeeping, which basically is a more subtle manipulation on Mephiles' part. Then have them all get sent back in time on accident, and they get sent to the future, and Silver's just and then he's just however, then have Shadow come in and deal with Silver, and basically have it where Sonic's just alright, what is wrong with you? And Silver's forced to have it be Silver's mad that they all went to the future because he can't kill them in the future because because then they're anachronistic and they wouldn't really change anything. So instead have it to so then have it be Iblis is attacking. The others have no idea what's going on in Silver, begrudgingly because he wants to get them all back to their time, so that way, both so he can kill Sonic and also because, that's that. Yeah, just mostly so that he can, take down Sonic. Have him begrudgingly lead them through it, and like have like them bantering, like Shadow and Sonic being like, oh my god. Have like Shadow look at Silver and be like, and then have him look and be like, well, this is getting out of hand. Now there's three of us. Have it be like that, because like that would actually be kind of funny. Hold up. Okay, yeah. There we go. Yeah, so let's have it like that, and then have Shadow. Have Shadow like have Shadow be like have like no. So, anyways, see, to have them leading them through to a safe spot, and have everyone wondering what happened here, and have Silver explain that this is the future, and that he has to destroy the Iblis trigger, and says it's Sonic in order to save the future, which has everyone wondering, why is it Sonic? What's gonna happen? What does Sonic do that could get everyone? Basically everyone's freaking out, and then Shadow's just like, Methyl. He's just like, so what? And so then he also asks them what happened with the guy Mephiles that have Shadow asking them what happened, where did Mephiles go, and what happened after he and Rouge were sent out, and then have Silver be like, wait, how did you know Mephiles? And then everyone's just like, wait, what? And then have it so everyone's mutually agrees that they need to figure out who Mephiles is, and then have them realize, oh wait, the Mephiles that Silver knows isn't the same Mephiles that we know. So that also creates some skepticism in Silver early on, but he's gonna shrug it off, being like, so this is just where he came out and just where he appeared first. So have him just brush it off. And then when they finally reach a spot, they're about to head back to the future, have Shadow see Mephiles, and that's what keeps him staying behind, and have him show Shadow that, have him show Shadow the future of that as well, and other stuff. Also have a scene with Omega with Silver being like, how do you know that guy? And they're just like, he's an old friend there, and Silver's just like, So anyways, so yeah. So yeah, have it be that. also have so then have you know Rouge then have Rouge in the future, then have everyone realize that Silver is gone. So then Rouge gives Omega in the goes to Omega in the present early on, just on her own. Have her give a Chaos Emerald to Shadow to help him get out of there. And at the same time, and while that happened, at the same time, when they get back, Silver immediately also tries to fight Sonic again. But also have it at that point, have it so like when Mephiles escapes, he's not actually escaping through the same. He's not actually escaping to the same time as Shadow and Omega. Would have it like that remain the same. Have basically Mephiles go through the time portal. Have them go through. Only discover they went somehow like Mephiles manipulated the time stream to like the time portal. I mean, to have them drop out over to the to like basically right where he arrives. Right where he arrives. Okay, so with that. Okay, so back to Sonic 06 again. Sorry, there's stuff happening all around right now. Yeah. Have Shadow and Sonic. Have Shadow and Sonic, like, you know. Actually, no. So, yeah. So, Shadow and Omega are immediately also thrown back into the fray. Like, have them somehow make it all the way to right when Silver and Sonic are fighting, and that's how Silver and then Shadow does the epic, you know, kick to the head that he does to Silver, and just be like, for the love of God, would you stop it? And then have him explain that Mephiles is definitely untrustworthy, and have him explain that Mephiles seems to be manipulating him because of his, you know, he's using the Force, like, you know. No, sorry. I don't know why, but I don't know why that happened. I don't know. So basically, he's using something. Sorry, I'm trying to keep the story going, but my mind is getting a little tired right now. You know what? You know, I'm just gonna split this into 2 episodes. Just split this into 2 videos. If you like this video, please check out the next one. Like and subscribe to my channel, and, you know, hit the notification bell to know when there's more, as well as, you know, just in general. Like, the more people that are subscribed to me, the more and the more people watching my videos, the closer I get to actually being able to get ad revenue, which is going to help me a lot in my videos, because, you know, kind of dead broke here. I don't have a job, so, yeah, just anyways, see you all later, and please join the New Genesis movement. It would really make a difference, and, you know, sayonara. Bye. Don't forget to check out the next video. Don't forget to check it out.